coming back to something you had said earlier, besides timing is quantity. Yeah. And I think a lot of people overeat without even realizing they're overeating. You know, and the interesting fact about your stomach is that just like, you know, your cars have sensors now, your stomach has sensors that tells it whether it's full or whatnot. And your fullness has like a 15-minute delay. So you can eat a big meal really fast. But if you eat it within 15 minutes, you're going to start feeling, and then you have people, they call it the itis, right? Yeah. Like, and you start doubling over, you overeat. And what happened was you ate too fast, so your stomach didn't have a chance to tell you in time that you overate.
I didn't know that. But that makes a lot of sense because like I feel like I overeat all the time, but I can't stop eating when I'm eating. Like, you know, because I think my brain, my stomach has not told my brain yet that that's plenty, bro. And then like, you're right, like 20, 30 minutes later, I'm like, holy cow, I ate too much.
So that's why they tell you, like, eat slow, right? Yeah, because when you eat slow, you're giving your stomach a chance to register, like, oh, okay, now we're good. We can settle down. Yeah. And there's even, like, there's also sensors for the type of food. Like, sometimes you crave protein, right? And you might eat something, but you're still hungry, right? You know, and that's your body telling you, hey, you need more protein. Or sometimes people crave fat or they crave carbs. But, like, in general, that delay is important because I know, like, a lot of people try to eat too much, and there's a lot in their conditioning that tells us to eat more also. Like, if you didn't clean your plate when you were a kid, your parents are chastising you. I know for me, it was my grandma. My grandma is an Italian grandmother. So, like, you didn't eat everything. Oh, you eat more. Yeah. You know? And then if you finish the plate, they give you a second plate.
And it's a cultural issue, too. In the northeast of Brazil, it's historically always been the poorest region in Brazil. If you have fat kids, it's a sign of status. Yeah. It's a sign of social status if your children are fat. Because it means like, look, I got so much food at home. Look, my children are all fat. And it's changed a lot now, but like, if one of my best friends in Brazil, his mother's from the northeast of Brazil, and that's exactly how she is. If she saw you with abs, she'd be freaking out. Like, no, eat, please eat. Yeah. And then you see, like, you know, the chubbier kids are the ones you're like, look at that kid. He's so cute. Look at him. Like, it's a different kind of like a set of values because of the economics behind it. It changed how we perceive health.
Yeah, no, for sure. But that's a tip that can help a lot of people. Just eat slowly. Not only does that help you as far as the digestion, and you're not going to be overfull, because my goal is when I eat, I can work out right afterwards. Yeah. And I do all the time. Like, I'll eat and then I'll go to the gym right away and start lifting, running, whatever. And I don't feel like I'm going to throw up or anything like that. You know, if you're feeling that, you overeat. You know what I mean? And that also is going to put you in a frame where your metabolism is going to slow down because when you're eating to digest, blood has to go into your stomach to help with that digestion. And that's why you see people get sleepy. Yeah. Because it's like the whole system's like shutting down. Like, you overloaded it. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, like, you want to eat. Eating less is going to extend you a little bit.
If you have, I mean, for example, I grew up in Brazil, and in Brazil I think Brazil eats more red meat than any other country of the world. It has the cheapest red meat in the world because it's the biggest exporter of red meat in the world. It's very available, right? Like, poor people eat steak all the time. And it has to do with, it's a cultural thing too, like get together, Sunday, barbecue, beer, soccer, meat, right? As a kid, I didn't even eat rice, bean salad. All I ate was meat. I just wanted meat. I love Brazilian barbecue so much. As a result, you get very, very full. And I noticed this early on in my childhood. I realized that when I ate steak, it would go like 4 or 5 hours before I feel like, oh, now I feel like I can run. You know, I feel like I'm ready to move around again. Whereas if I ate like the same amount of calories, maybe something else, my body, like pasta, my body would digest it so much faster. It goes back to that reason we were discussing earlier of how differently your body's going to digest all these things. So your body's using a lot of blood and energy to digest meat. Yeah. Right? So I even feel like if I eat steak, I get tired faster because my body's using a lot of that blood that could be going to my muscles to digest that meat. Whereas something like, like pasta is going to just run through your body. Not that you should eat pasta before you work out, but the digestion is a lot easier. And I think that a lot of people got to pay attention to these things. So, like, generally speaking, people know this, but you shouldn't be eating meat before you work out, before you compete, right? It's something you should be leaving to do after you're done. My father used to play basketball in high school and in college, and he said that back in the day, they actually told you to eat steak the day of the game. Like, that was the belief that steak was going to make you strong.
Yeah, protein. Yeah.
But we know that's bogus.